Peace Evolution is not a regular and conventional organization. It is disrupting conventional thinking. There is a spot for you at Peace Evolution if you wish to make a difference. We guarantee you may have thought of a different life. You may even have thought of wanting to make a difference. You may not know how. The answer is in your subconscious. You reveal the answer to yourself via your daydreaming. Here are some assumptions. 1. From the behavior exhibited by humanity, 99% to 100% of standards, norms, frames of references, and doctrines treat symptoms and not the underlying root cause. 2. Humanity has reached a maturity ceiling, and not recognizing the root cause of immaturity is keeping humanity from piercing the maturity ceiling. 3. The root cause of immaturity is that every person feels the need to prove themselves. 4. The need to prove oneself is based on a self-created figment of the imagination. 5. Herein is the beauty of the immaturity dilemma. Seeing as each person created a unique figment of their imagination, it is possible to uncreate it. 6. The entire human consciousness is facing the maturity ceiling. 7. The observer is in the results. 8. Balance making money with liking what you do, as unique to you as your fingerprints. 9. Your one-of-one unique life is hidden away in your subconscious. 10. When making the step change to your first choice self, your actions and behavior automatically benefit everyone and everything. A summary of the figment of the imagination consequences. Consider these circumstances. The lack of inner peace, the difficulty of making decisions, feeling the need to prove yourself to yourself and others, that actions and behavior are not to the benefit of everyone, including ourselves, and not to the benefit of everything. The destruction of human life, the destruction of fauna and flora, the destruction of nature, the manipulation of humans, the humiliation of humans, the exclusion of anyone and anything, that everyone is hostage to money, that humanity does not recognize its connectedness to everyone and everything, that some people have and others don't have, the single root cause of the figment of the imagination. The unknown existence of the second choice self is at the helm of human life. The depth of the belief of the second choice self determines the extent of the atrocities a person is willing to perpetrate. This is evident in the behavior of dictators and authoritarians who are usually psychopathic liars. They lie to themselves. They don't have the courage and honesty to traverse their notion of lying. They see admitting and owning up to their behavior as a weakness. The depth of the second choice self determines the depth of the lack of self-esteem. The depth of the second choice self-belief isn't an indication of whether the impact this has on humanity is not that the person is more or less mature. Whatever the depth is, the person is beseeched to disprove their second choice self. As a consequence, each person perpetuates their second choice self. As another consequence, humanity lives not as itself, instead it lives to prove itself. Keep in mind, there is no need for humanity or any person to prove themselves to anyone, including the need to prove yourself to yourself. The first step takes brutal honesty and courage. There is no denying humanity is represented by billions of people walking planet Earth, and many have walked here. The second choice self is entrenched in the collective human consciousness. Addressing the root cause is required by the collective human consciousness. Here is a common sense example. Assuming the customer service of an organization is lacking. To address the root cause, a 360-degree view and a know your world view are required by the organization, starting from product design and development through involvement and training in marketing, sales, and customer support. Understanding that autonomy is required at all levels in the chain from product design through operations. Or putting it another way, the organization would need to address its collective consciousness to address its customer service concerns. There you have it. For humanity to address the root cause of having reached its maturity ceiling, the human consciousness would need to be addressed. The status quo needs to be addressed and disrupted. To see the following dynamic needs specific focus. When living as the second choice self, with a need of wanting to prove oneself, the circumstances are dictating your life. and stating it differently, such a person is a product of their circumstances. Whichever circumstances come your way stimulates you. While the circumstances are pleasant or conducive, you experience elation and meaning. You notice it from the bounce in your step. When the circumstances change to being unfavorable, we experience pain and discomfort, and our life feels like it has no meaning. To see these dynamics at play requires courage and brutal honesty. While anyone fights this, they perpetuate the second choice self and the need to prove themselves. This dynamic has no choice other than to continuously manifest itself. The harder you resist it, the more it persists. In this way, you perpetuate the belief to prove yourself. The beauty is there is no need to prove yourself, and while you are, thereby being a product of your circumstances, you need to open yourself to get a glimpse of this reality that is at the helm of your life. Though it is easy to get this glimpse intellectually, to process the dynamic internally and organically to see the impact it has and has had on your life requires another level of willingness and intent. You would be faced with several and continuous denials. Every time you get close, a denial would get the upper hand. Then one day you realize that you see it clearly and that there is no need to prove yourself. And you recognize you have the brutal honesty and courage to see it. In your quest to prove yourself, see the behavior like this. What would you do to prove yourself? To what extent would you go to prove yourself? Emotional abuse, physical abuse, keep your partner hostage, human trafficking, abuse employees, colleagues, friends, family, yourself, destroy the environment, destroy another life. Why do we have police, laws, and a legal system? Why do people need money and power? Why is there a need for standards, norms, frames of reference, and doctrines? Why does greed exist? Why does prostitution exist? Why do people want to alter their consciousness? Why do guns exist? Why do armies exist? Why do people go to war? Why does homelessness exist? Why do street people exist? Why do people go to bed cold and hungry? Why do people lie, steal, rape, kill, and murder? Why do people live with impunity and at many levels? How many people behave and act entitled and on many levels? How often do people apologize daily? This list is not exhaustive. 99% to 100% of humanity treats symptoms. For each of the above, humanity treats symptoms only. The underlying root cause is not addressed whatsoever. Hence the statement that humanity has reached the maturity ceiling. By treating symptoms, the issues return in the same or a different guise. Peace evolution predicts and proposes the time has come to address the underlying root cause. There is a singular root cause. It is a dilemma of inherent beauty. It revolves around that you stop wanting to prove yourself, even to yourself. The moment you stop this belief, the belief that is a figment of your imagination, by making a step change, you begin self-healing. The self-healing is automatic. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust that with courage and your brutal honesty, you are able to take up your freedom of choice? This is an absolute choice. You make the choice once, that you're making the step change to stop wanting to prove yourself. Nature is self-healing. Humans are part of nature. What is the origin of the thoughts about the meaning of your life? And the origin of what is the purpose of your life? And that something feels missing. And the origin that you yearn for a different life. The origin is simply this, and it is the same singular origin. Above the second choice self is referenced, born from the need to prove yourself. Let's explore the dynamic further. If you were not living as your second choice self, how would you be living? You would be living without the need to prove yourself, and you would be present in your life. When you created your second choice self, you were hidden by your second choice self in your subconscious. That hidden you is your first choice self. From the day your first choice self was hidden and pushed to the background, your life became diseased. Your energy flow and energy vibration became thwarted. The need to prove yourself is based on fear, the fear to be yourself, the fear to be your first choice self. The consequence of this dynamic, with your life becoming diseased and scuppered, leaves behind a gaping raw wound. The wound remains until this creation of yours, based on the figment of your imagination, is reversed. This is the origin of what feels missing, the yearning for a different life. The origin of the thought about the purpose and meaning of your life. This is the singular root cause at the heart of your life, and that of everyone's life. The origin is at the heart of humanity's maturity ceiling. Reversing this creation heals. You are able to heal yourself and return inner peace to your life. As humanity, through each person, one at a time reverses the gaping wound, humanity starts healing. Reversing this dynamic and living as your first choice self brings automatic healing. You would experience inner peace without the need to prove yourself. This would not be for everyone. Your fear, standards, norms, frames of reference, dependencies, and doctrines would prevent you from making the step change to reverse this dynamic in your life. Freedom of choice. Nature caters neatly to everyone, without forcing anyone into anything they aren't comfortable with or ready for. For example, let's take cell phones or mobile phones. When they came onto the market, everyone didn't go for a mobile phone. Certain people saw the value they could bring, irrespective of the costs and risks associated with this offering. Over time, more and more people bought into the idea of the mobile phone and bought one. Today, almost everyone has a mobile phone. In this same way, certain people would see the value of reversing the creation of their second choice self, irrespective of the associated risks and costs, and make the step change and release their first choice self from being kept hostage. Notwithstanding the interesting dynamic of the second choice self and the first choice self, there is another dynamic at play. No one is able to make this reversal for anyone else. This is an absolute once-off decision made by yourself for yourself. This is the singular choice that you make free of the fear to prove yourself. Self-healing is absolute and measured as follows. Are your actions and behavior for the benefit of everyone and everything? If not, you are living as your second choice self, and your self-healing has not started. You remain a product of your circumstances. You're one of one life unique to you as your fingerprints. To get a glimpse of your one of one life, your first choice self, you need to write down your daydreams, each one that you remember. To do this, you need to quiet yourself. You need to be daring to describe it. You need to recognize the undercurrent of your daydreaming. Your daydreams would reflect many guises. They vary at different times of your life. When looking at their undercurrent, they would reflect a perfect setting. Once you know what that setting means, you recognize several things simultaneously. 1. Your daydream is of a perfect setting. 2. It comes with certain sensations. 3. You get a glimpse of your purpose. 4. It is the foundation of your meaning. 5. It enables you to craft your vision. 6. By making the step change to it, to your first choice self, automatically heals. 7. The daydreaming reveals a life for the benefit of everyone and everything. Inner peace out. By addressing the singular root cause of where humanity finds itself, that it has reached its maturity ceiling, humanity is able to pierce the ceiling and transition, one person at a time, to evolve inner peace. As people make this step change, they automatically permeate their inner peace and thereby permeate inner peace with humanity. In this way, humanity heals, true to how nature continually evolves and self-heals. Humanity pierces its maturity ceiling and matures one person at a time. This is how the root cause is addressed. Peace evolution, through its inner peace recipe, has all the ingredients to make this happen with humanity. Start your first step today. You have these paths. Subscribe to our channel. Complete the collaborative partner questionnaire to indicate that you are interested in collaborating with Peace Evolution. The link is in the description. Or schedule a chat with Emmanuel via the link in the description. Emmanuel is looking forward to hearing from you. Let's make this happen.